Very good morning, my class students. Our running topic is quadrilaterals. So today I am going to explain some important questions from the chapter. Listen well. Here is the first question in today's class. ABCD is a parallelogram. AP and CQ are perpendiculars drawn from vertices A and C. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. AP and CQ are the perpendiculars drawn from vertices A and C on diagonal BD. Show that triangle APB congruent to triangle CQD and also AP is equal to CQ. So here ABCD is a parallelogram. AP and CQ are the perpendiculars drawn to diagonal B. Okay, now see what is the given here. ABCD is a parallelogram. So we know in parallelogram opposite sides are equal and also parallel. So what are the opposite sides? AB and CD are the opposite sides. So AB is equal to CD and also AB parallel to CD. Similarly AD and BC also opposite sides. So AD is equal to BC and AD parallel to BC. In parallelogram opposite sides are equal and also parallel. Then after AP is perpendicular to BD and also CQ is perpendicular to BD. AP and CQ are the perpendiculars to BD. Then required to prove. What you have to prove here? Triangle ABB, triangle APB congruent to triangle CQD you have to prove. And also AP is equal to CQ you have to prove. See, I am taking these two triangles in triangle APB and also triangle CQD. Here is the APB and also CQD. In this AB and CD both are equal. Why? Because AB and CD are the opposite sides of parallelogram. Here AB and CD two are equal. Why? Because these two are opposite sides of the parallelogram. So AB is equal to CD. Opposite sides are parallelogram ABCD. Similarly, angle P is equal to angle Q is equal to 90. Why? Because these both are perpendicular lines. So angle P is equal to angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. See, AB and CD both are parallel and BD is a transversal. So by using the what we can write here, these two are the alternate interior angles. So angle QDC is equal to angle PQ, angle PB. So these two are the alternate interior angles are equal. So by the mixture AAC rule, we can say now APB is congruent to CQD. If two triangles are congruent, automatically remaining parts are equal by CPCT. So by CPCT, what we can write? AP and CQ both are equal by CPCT. See here. Next question. ABCD is a square. E comma F comma G comma H are the midpoints of AB and BC and CD and AD respectively, such that AE is equal to BF is equal to CG is equal to DH. Prove that EFGH is a square. So here ABCD is a square and E comma F comma G comma H are the midpoints of sides. So by joining the midpoints we have one quadrilateral formula. You have to prove that EFGH is a square. Here what is the given? ABCD is a square. We know in square all sides are equal. And also each and every angle equal to 90 degrees. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. And in square diagonals are also equal. Angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is equal to 90 degrees. E comma F comma G comma H are the midpoints of AB and BC and CD and AD. You have, so what we can write here, midpoints means DG is equal to GC. Why? Because G is a midpoint. Similarly, CF is equal to AB. Here, CF is equal to AB. Similarly, AE is equal to BE. Similarly, DH is equal to AH. Why? Because that are the midpoints required to prove. What you have to prove here? You have to prove EFGH is a square. So to prove this, first of all, I am taking triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, see E comma F. MP means midpoints are E comma F are the midpoints of BC and also AB. BC and AB. So according to midpoint theorem, joining of midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side. So what we can write here? EF parallel to AC. And also EF is equal to half of AC. According to midpoint theorem, in a triangle, joining of midpoints of two sides is parallel to third side and also half of it by using the EF parallel to AC and also EF is equal to half of the AC. Similarly, see, if I take this triangle, G and F are the midpoints. So GF parallel to BD and also GF is equal to half of the BD. If I took this triangle in triangle ABD, see H comma E are the midpoints of AD and also AB. H comma E are midpoints of AB and AD. So what we can write here? EH parallel to BD and EH is equal to half of the BD. EH is equal to half of the BD. So similarly GH. Similarly, in triangle ADC, GH is equal to half of the AC. GH is equal to half of the AC. So according to first one, EF is equal to half of the AC. Second equation, GF is equal to half of the BD. Third one, GF is equal, EF is equal to half of the BD. GH is equal to also half of the BD. But in a square, length of diagonals are equal. So AC is equal to BD. I am dividing into on both sides. AC by 2 is equal to BD by 2. So from the first and second and third and four equations, here AC by 2 is equal to BD by 2. So we can say EF is equal to FG is equal to GH is equal to AH. All sides are equal here. So EFGH is a square. So what is the next question? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Here. ABCD is a parallelogram. We know very well. In parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and also parallel. Similarly, AD is equal to BC and AD parallel to BC. And AC comma BD are the diagonals intersecting the two. AC comma BD diagonals intersecting at O. required to prove? Here, what you have to prove? Diagonals are bisecting each other. Diagonals are bisecting each other. It means you have to prove diagonals bisecting each other. It means you have to prove length of the AO and CO equal. AO is equal to CO and also BO is equal to OD. You have to prove. Now proof. Here I am taking two triangles. That is, one is AOB triangle and one is COD triangle. In triangle AOB, COD. AB is equal to DC. Why? Because opposite sides are parallelogram. AB is equal to CD. Here sides are equal. See, why here AB is equal to CD? AB and CD are the opposite sides of parallelogram. Already here I wrote. AB is equal to CD. Next, angle O and angle O both are equal. Why? Because these two are vertically opposite angle. Otherwise, see here. Angle CDO is equal to angle CDO is equal to angle DBA. Angle CDB, okay? See here. Angle CDB is equal to angle DBA. Why? Because see, BD and DC both are parallel. AC is a transversal, BD is a transversal. These two are alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Similarly, these two angles are also equal. These two are also alternate interior angles. Angle DCA is equal to angle DBA. Angle DCA is equal to angle CAB. Alternate interior angles are equal. So by ASA rule, what we can write? Triangle AOB congruent to triangle COD. Now these two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, by CPCT remaining sides are equal. So what we can write? AO is equal to CO. Similarly, BO is equal to OD. So AC comma BD are bisected each other. AC comma BD are bisected each other. Okay. Here I took these two triangles and I proved that two triangles are congruent. By CPCT, remaining parts are equal. So length of the AO and length of the CO both are equal. Length of the BO and length of the OD both are equal. It means these two diagonals are bisected each other. 9th class students, here is today's homework. In the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram, and P comma Q are the midpoints of AB and also CD. You have to prove PBCQ. PBCQ is also a parallelogram.